We're in the kitchen, and what time of the year is it? It's cucumber season. And my garden has an abundance of cucumbers. I'm eating some, cooking with some, giving them to the food pantry at our church for Saturday morning. And I have tons of them still. So, what do you do with a cucumber? Well, today I've got two recipes for you. One is a wonderful version, my version of a Greek salad. The other is my version of potato chips. Yes, you heard me right. We're going to be making cucumber chips. So, if that sounds interesting to you, come on back and join me in the kitchen. Well, hello, my rays of sunshine, and how are you today? I hope you're blessed. Weather's a little nicer, a little cooler, mid 80s, but no humidity. Yay! Well, we're in the kitchen. And if you hear this strange rumbling noise, I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm pointing down. You know me in my kitchen. No kitchen is complete without a staffy at your feet. Well, I've got a 100-pound staffy girl. Her name is Trixie, and she is my shadow. But she likes to lay on the floor when I'm in the kitchen cooking. So I end up stepping over and around her and everything else. But that's okay. The thing about Trixie, she snores louder than my husband. Trust me, you'll hear her. I promise you, even over my big mouth and cooking and doing everything we're going to do today, you will hear Trixie snore. So, today's a fun one. We are going to be making my version of a Greek salad. Got to use those cucumbers. My garden is abundance. Oh, abundance. I mean, I had such a hard time starting it and getting it there, but God has blessed me. And I have blessed everybody who wants cucumbers. So, but today we're going to make us my version of a Greek salad and also my version of potato chips. Yes, we are going to make cucumber chips. And these are so good. And we're going to be dipping them in a little dressing. So if that sounds interesting, get your drink. I don't know, is it hot enough for sweet tea or lemonade or just a nice cup of warm coffee or hot tea? So get yourselves something to drink. Get comfortable. Relax. Because we're going to get cooking. I'm going to show you the ingredients for the first recipe we're going to do, which is the cucumber chips. So let me show you the ingredients. And then I'll come back with the camera angle a little bit different. And we'll make those cucumber chips. All right. As you saw from the ingredient list, 4 ingredients. That's it. You want to cut. These are my cucumbers. I cut them with my little fancy mandolin. You want to cut them about 1/8 of an inch thick. That's it. You don't have to make them riffly, but when I make the chips, I like to make them riffly. 1/8 of an inch thick. So this is just 1 large cucumber. You're also going to need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I use kosher salt. A 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And I'm not picking that up or I'll spill it. Oh, a tablespoon and a half of white distilled vinegar. Very easy recipe. First thing you want to do, though, is to preheat your oven to 225 degrees. So we've got our cucumbers. We're going to sprinkle our kosher salt all around. And we're going to sprinkle our garlic powder. My garlic powder wanted to stick to my little container. Shame on it. Okay. Then here we go. We're going to add a tablespoon and a half of white distilled vinegar. And we're just going to coat them all up. Oh, I smell that garlic. I love vinegar. I eat vinegar on everything. I mean everything. First time, 30 years ago, my husband and I got together and I fried up some pork chops. Well, what does Heather do? Heather puts vinegar on it. He couldn't understand that. Coming from his Italian background, Italians don't use vinegar. I found that out. All right, so we're just going to mix it all up. That's about it. That's about as simple as we can get. Now we want to get a cookie sheet with wax paper on it. So, and we're just going to lay them out. You don't want them touching, and you don't want them overlapping. We're just going to lay out our cucumber chips. This is a great way to get the kids to eat veggies. It really is. And it's so easy to make. Make this at your next race party. You're sitting down watching a baseball game in the summertime, or watching a nice NASCAR race. Go ahead and make you some cucumber chips. Well, some of mine separated, but that's okay. That's okay. And that's it. I'm going, got a little liquid in the bottom. Just give each one of them a little drizzle. Drizzle, 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 drizzle. That's it. Now, you're going to bake these in the oven, a 225-degree oven, for about an hour and a half. Now, sometimes you have some of them, they get a little crispier than others. So sometimes I have to take them out at about an hour. But I'm going to put these in for an hour. We'll see what happens. And I'll be back with these in an hour. But I'll be back in a second to start our second recipe. All right. We got our cucumber chips in the oven. And now we are going to make my version of a Greek salad. Very light, very easy to make, perfect for summertime. I mean, you want something light and you want something that's cooling. And this is a salad that does all that. So let me show you the ingredients, change the camera angle, and let's get cooking. All right. We're going to start out with a big bowl. In this big bowl, I've got my cucumbers. And basically, I just quartered them. I like big chunks. We're eating a salad. We want to taste it, right? All right. Now, I've got one medium red onion, finely chopped. I love me some red onion. All right. And I've just got one little pint of, these are actually grape tomatoes. You can use grape tomatoes or cherry tomatoes. And I quartered those. Let's get everyone out. Everyone out of the pool. Now, I've got a cup of chopped calamari olives. I said onions, not. Calamari olives. I just think they add a nice little twang taste. I absolutely love them. All right, now I'm just going to lightly toss this to incorporate everything. Oh, I smell those olives. I smell cucumbers. I love summertime. My garden, it had a rough start, but it has taken off. Oh, it has taken off. All right, we're just folding it in. Doesn't that look delicious? I mean, look at the colors. Just reminds you of summer. Okay. Now, I've got a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil. To that quarter cup, I'm going to add a tablespoon and a half of lemon juice. I'm going to add a tablespoon and a half of red wine vinegar. I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of black pepper, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a whole teaspoon of dried oregano. All right. So let's just whisk this all up. Very easy dressing. Do you know a true Greek salad has anchovies in it? I like anchovies personally because I like that little salt. So it don't hurt my feelings none. All right, so we're just going to mix this up. All right. Now we're just going to come back and we're just going to drizzle it over the salad. And then give it a light toss. Get all the spices out. All right. Just going to give it a light toss. Look at the shine. Look at the shine. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, Elon Musk, where is smell-o-vision? We need smell-o-vision. Okay. Now, for the feast à la resistance, I've got a half a cup of crumbled feta. I love feta. I know for some people, feta is an acquired taste. I'm just going to lightly toss the feta in. And this is it. This is it, y'all. Just need to put it in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours so all the flavors can meld. If you can put it overnight, it'll even be better. But this is it. This is it. So, I'm going to stick this in the refrigerator for a couple hours. We still got another hour on our cucumber chips, but we will be back as soon as an hour's up on the chips. And I'm going to refrigerate this. So, I'll see you in a second. Well, don't they look good? Nice and chilled. Look at that. Is that not a perfect Mediterranean salad? So, let's taste it. I'm dying to taste it. I am dying to taste it. Let's get some feta and get some cucumber and get a tomato. Let's get everything. So refreshing. Now I understand why they eat salads like this in the Mediterranean. That cucumber, it just cools you down. It just instantaneously, your body heat. It just cools you down. Those olives, that feta. This will not last long at my house. You gotta try it. I'm telling you, I feel like my internal body temperature just dropped. That flavor is so good. Now, I want you to see my pickle chips. Remember, we didn't use any oil, no grease. We didn't fry them. We didn't use anything fattening. I've got some fat-free Catalina dressing. I'm going to dip it in. Look at our chips. Look at that. Just like a ruffled potato chip. I'm telling you, these are so much healthier for you than potato chips. And they're so good. They're so good. Cucumber chips. Who would have known? They're great. Give these to the kids instead of potato chips. I guarantee you, the kids won't know they're not potato chips. Those are going to disappear. Those will disappear while I'm cleaning up the kitchen. I'm not going to tell you a story. Yeah, those are going to disappear while I'm cleaning the kitchen. Oh, it was so good. Well, thank you Thank you for joining me in my home today. Thank you for letting me share some recipes and some things that I enjoy myself and enjoy feeding my family. But those pickle chips, you got to try them. I'm telling you. Pickle chips, non-fattening, tastes just like a potato chip. Well, this is a sad part of the video. Our time is up. But at the same time, this is the happy part of our video. This is the part where we get a message from God that can touch our life with something we're experiencing, something we're going through, just something that's happening that we need a little reassurance, a little guidance. So let's see what God has in store for us today. You know, I don't look at these cards. I just pick the random. Let God and the Holy Spirit guide my hand. Well, today's verse is a verse I'm sure you've heard. Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that is oh so true. The sky is the limit. With the gifts of God and the strength of Christ, you can do anything. So feel your joy. Stay blessed. Stay in God's presence. Walk like Jesus. Well, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Try the cucumber chips. I'm telling you, you've got to try the cucumber chips. So let me know if you do, or let me know what your opinion of them is. And stay blessed until we have our next video doing who knows what. Because what? It's this, that, and everything else. And if you haven't subscribed, why? Why would you miss all this fun stuff? So hit that subscribe button so you get notified every time I put out a video, because you never know what it's going to be. Lord willing, we will have another video, and it'll be just as much fun as this one. So until then, remember Genesis 31:49. The Lord watched between me and thee when we are absent from one another.